as you told me, you were a pretty average student till your schooling, and you gained your momentum when you went to Bangalore and studied in that college. And so where did you get the motivation to appear for civil services exam, and how was your journey to ace it?
You see, I told you at the end of my college, because I was in the hostel, we were a bunch of boys always discussing philosophy, and I became more philosophical than an academic. Then soon after my graduation, I didn't want to continue my post-graduation. I thought better to be a gardener or, some small business and live a simple, ordinary life. And at that time, there was a philosopher called J. Krishnamurti who made a deep impact on me. So I used to hear him. Somewhere I heard, joining defense is violence, sir, he used to say. So I gave up this whole idea of joining the government because it has a defense department, and I didn't want to be violent. And as a young man in the college, apart from everything I did, my foremost objective, I don't know, it came to me very naturally, how to live a conflict-free, peaceful life, no matter what happens to you. Why do I get affected? Why do I feel nervous? Why do I hate somebody? Can't I be peaceful? This was my background, so to say. So soon after the college, I was not seriously looking for a job. And then I was associated with Osho Rajneesh people there. I was interested. And one of them offered me a job in his textile shop as a general manager. That's the first shock. I'll tell you how I got it. After 1 month, I expected a salary. I didn't get it. But after 1.5 months, I got a currency note of just 200 rupees from working from morning till almost night. So I took it and I felt very bad. You have certain qualities, not that you don't have, you can earn a better salary. So I decided any job I would get will be better than this. Okay. And of course, this was, since I told you, a little spiritual and philosophical minded, I thought, I thanked them. Maybe if I had not worked there, I would not have thought of it. I mean, looking back, you see. So I was angry at the first instance. Then I said, the events so conspire themselves to your higher, level of being. So this may be one dot which is very helpful. So I started thanking those people who I was angry with and all that. And then another person told me, why don't you sell tea leaves? He said, because his business was that he used to buy tea leaves at wholesale and supply to customers, institutions. So I said, okay, let me try. So 2 months I tried and I was more or less happy. I thought I will make a big business out of it and all that. Then once it so happened when I supplied a box of tea leaves to an institution, they were a little annoyed. You see, the tea is not of good quality and even the charges are more, though I was keeping nominal profit. That set me to thinking, yeah, this is also not my cup of tea. I couldn't take that because I felt I was a very honest guy and I was making legitimate profit. How come? And tea I buy from the same source. So that was another incident. Okay. And the third incident was, as I told you, I was interested in philosophy and all. I met a philosopher called U.G. Krishnamurti, on whom I have written 2 books also. He played a very significant role in my life from the beginning. Meeting him was like meeting my ideal of a god. You see, the abundance, the freedom with which he used to speak, So when he saw me as a young person coming and sitting with him, he says, "Are you not working?" Uh, I said, "I'm working, but this is not really suiting me." So he said, "Why don't you try something in the government? You know, it is possible. You have sterling qualities. You have good intelligence." Because I used to discuss with him and all these things. So he was one of the important influencer in my life for getting into civil services. After that, I remember I was walking one of the streets in Bangalore where all these books were displayed, you know, competition, success review. I picked up one of them. Then I started dreaming, oh, how if I will be a, a district magistrate, how nice it will be. You know, I can do something. I'll be amidst people. And I also told UG, see, I don't want to join government because of the defense and the conflict and the violence, all that is there. He said, you are a damn fool. Every stamp you buy, part of it goes for defense expenditure. Every article of utility or consumption you buy, it is taxed, and out of that tax, some goes to defense. So you can't escape. You have to accept the reality as it is imposed upon you. Okay. So that convinced me. And then, of course, I started preparing for the exam. In Bangalore, you know, there was at that time not much awareness about civil services. Even I myself didn't go through any organized way of learning. Later, I learned in Delhi, you know, there are so many institutes, people start from pre-university only. So I just took a fling. Maybe, you know, I studied very well for prelims. And in the first attempt only, I got through the prelims. But believe me, as I said, there was no awareness. I was so happy that I really didn't prepare well for the main examination. So I didn't make it. But I recall that I got very high marks even there. They used to send us the marks in political science. But in the second attempt, I understood, you know, you shouldn't waste attempts like this. And joining an institute was beyond my means. They were all expensive. I was walking civil services, talking civil services. Even in the washroom, I was reading, you know, whatever books I could get on, and I made it. You know, I have no regret.